Good evening, everyone. This is Robert. RJL Network welcomes you back to another exciting edition of Inside Pitch. The 1961 season is on the air. Well, the All-Star breaks are over. There are only 2 months left in the regular season. So right now, anything can happen here on Inside Pitch. Today's date is August 2nd, 1961. We are at the Mistake by the Lake, Cleveland Stadium, a big American League matchup between the Chicago White Sox and the Cleveland Indians. The White Sox come into this game at 53 and 51. They are in fifth at the moment. The Indians are 52 and 52. They are in sixth. They are one game back at the White Sox. Remember, got to get into the top five and have a winning record in the American League in order to get to the postseason. This is a big game tonight here between these two. Brian B. joins us here first at Cleveland Stadium. The Indians historically won this game 3-2. The Indians had 8 hits and no errors. The White Sox 6 hits and an error. And so I'm expecting, you never know what Inside Pitch will do. That crazy All-Star game was crazy. The second game there, and that may have been the best All-Star game I've ever done. But that doesn't count, of course, as a game of the year because a lot of the rules were bent and broken. Now we go back to regular season baseball where the rules will be followed as best as possible. DBIP now joins us here at Cleveland Stadium. So now officially we've got 2 months left in the regular season. We are now in August, which means the pennant race in September is right around the corner, but we still got a lot of August baseball to play. So let's get right to it. Starting pitcher for the Cleveland Indians, one of the best baseball names ever. In this game was Jim Grant, but you guys will know him as Mudcat. 15 wins, 9 losses, a 3.86 ERA. The story behind that name, they said he was as ugly as a Mississippi Mudcat. So I guess Mudcat Grant kind of fits his position. Decent pitcher, not a Hall of Famer. Maybe above average, maybe solid pitcher through his career. Was an all-star, I think, a couple of times. So Mudcat Grant finally gets on the mound here on the board. So let's see what Mudcat's got for him tonight. In the meantime, the White Sox are ready to go. Let's go to the top of the first and play some Friday Night Baseball. Leading off for the Chi Sox, center fielder Jim Landis. 283 average, 22 homers, 85 RBIs in 61. We are using red, white, and blue dice. Indians are the home team. This is a big game in the American League. What a way to start the month of August. Let's get started. Grant, 1-6, walk 5, and yes, he will walk Landis. Cleveland Stadium subtracts 2 from strikeouts and 2 from walks. That will still be a walk on a 5, and he will walk the leadoff batter. So already a runner on first, infield double play depth. Next batter will be the right fielder, Floyd Robinson. 310 average, 11 homers, 59 RBIs. Not a bad year in 61. Strategy roll, that is a 12. Now the strategy roll will be brought back to suggested, as of course in that last All-Star game I was using it hard and fast, and of course a few things that the strategy roll told us to do, we wouldn't do in a regular game. Grant, 6-1, that's going to be an out. And that is going to be a ground ball to short. Let's see if they turn it. 1-1-2. Second base, Temple a 0. A 1 or a 2, they turn the double play. They don't get it. Landis actually will get thrown out at second. And Robinson will be safe at first on the fielder's choice. So 1 out. Infield still a double play depth. And that will bring up the left fielder, the Cuban Comet. Minnie Minoso, 280 average, 14 homers, 82 RBIs. I say this all the time. Recently put in the Hall of Fame last year. Should have been put in many years ago. He was that good. Strategy roll. Robinson stays. Grant will make the pitch. Mudcat, 2-1. Wild pitch. That's going to be... Nope, that's a 19. That's actually going to be a possible pass ball. Catcher Romano, a pass ball rating of 4. That is a 6. It'll get by Romano, and that is going to be a pass ball. Robinson will go to second on the pass ball by John Romano, unable to get it. And so Robinson goes to second. Woodman, 564, joins us here at Cleveland Stadium. So that takes away the double play, and nothing happening on the 19. Grant will go ahead and pitch. Pitch from Mudcat. 3-3, walk, 10. Yep, that's ball 4, just barely. A Mignoso will trot to first. Another base runner. 106 walks by Mudcat in 61. That's already his second. And now coming up for the Chi Sox, first baseman Roy Sievers, 295 average, 27 homers, 92 RBIs. Infield now back at double play depth, nothing on the 13. Grant will make the pitch. Mudcat, 1-2, strikeout. The 18 is high. Sievers, 5-6. That's going to be a base hit past third. It will be a single. But Robinson does not have the speed. He will have to hold at third base. And already here on the top of the first, the bases are loaded. So now the base is loaded for the Chi Sox. And here comes the third baseman, Al Smith. 278 average, 28 homers, 93 RBI. Smith very capable of hitting a grand slam here. Infield is going to still play a double play depth. Strategy roll, and that is a 3. Robinson stays put. Mudcat will go ahead and make the pitch. 4-4, that's a blank. Smith, 2-2. That ball is hit. That ball is hit to right field. That is an 18. But wow, that's just gonna miss. He gets under it just a little bit to right field. Going back for it is Kirkland. He's gonna make the catch at the wall. And that's going to be out number 2. Smith, the sacrifice fly rating of 2. He does not bring in Robinson automatically. Robinson, a base running rating of 3. Kirkland, a -1 arm. A 1-2. Robinson will score. It's a 6. Here comes the throw. Here comes the throw. A 1-4. There could be an out. And there is going to be an out. And here it comes. And it's going to go. Nope. It's not going to be at the plate, though. It's a 6, so Floyd Robinson will score. Mignoso trying to go to third. He's caught in a rundown, and he is going to be tagged out at third base. Oh, boy. So that is a sacrifice fly to right. Robinson does come to score, but Mignoso is going to be tagged out at third, trying to advance to third on the throw. As that is out, and that is a 2-5, and that is definitely going to be the out to end the inning, but the White Sox do get the run. So Mignoso tries to get to third on the throw. The ball is caught off. He's caught in a rundown, and he is tagged out at third, and that could be big. That could be big as the White Sox only get 1 run. And probably should have been more. 1 run on 1 hit and a couple of walks. Grant goes ahead and gets out of it, do some bad base running by Mignoso, and we'll go to the bottom of the first. Starting pitcher for the Chicago White Sox in this game was Ray Herbert. 12 wins, 12 losses, a 4.54 ERA. Don't know much about him, but he got the call for the Chi Sox tonight. Leading off for the Tribe, second baseman Johnny Temple, 276 average, 3 homers, 30 RBIs in 61. So Herbert will go ahead and make the pitch. 3-4, that's an error on a grounder. Temple, 2-4, and that's a ground ball to first. That ball is hit to Smith. Smith's error rating is a 10. That's a 6. It'll go through the wickets, and that's going to be an error. That's an error on Al Smith. That'll be an E3. Allow Smith to get there. First error on the White Sox. They did have an error in the game historically. So Temple will go to first as it goes right through the wickets of Al Smith. So let's see here. So infield now comes a double play depth. And now we'll see the center fielder, Jim Pearsall. 322 average, 6 homers, 40 RBIs. I'm surprised they didn't make the all-star team for the Indians. So in E3, Temple on at first, and we're at double play depth. Strategy roll, and that is a 7. Temple will stay put. Herbert with the pitch. Herbert, 6-2. That's at the park. Cleveland Stadium, 1-6, and that's a blank. We got a rare play. Rare play with men on. Let's see what happens in this one. And that is a 44. Grounder to second base who throws in the dirt, making the first baseman scoop the ball. Resolve play using a range play check for the first baseman to see if he scoops the ball. So it's a grounder to second, throw to first. First baseman is C versus range is a 2. And he won't get it, and that's going to be an error. That's going to be an error, and the error will be on E4. So that's going to be an error on Nellie Fox. So already 2 errors on the White Sox in this game starting off. It's a 1-base error. So Temple goes to second and Pearsall to first. So right now the Indians are in business after 2 errors. Oh boy, could be that kind of game tonight. Next batter for the Tribe will be left fielder Tito Francona. 301 average, 16 homers, 85 RBIs. I don't know why he wasn't on the All-Star club for the Indians in either of the All-Star games. Infield again at double play depth. Nothing on the strat. Temple stays put. Herbert will make the pitch. Herbert, 3-1. Hit by pitch. No, that's high. Francona, 2-6, and that's going to be a base hit past first. That's a single. Temple, a base running rating of 3, and he will not score. He has to hold at third. And now the Indians have the bases loaded in the bottom of the first, and nobody out. A single by Francona. Now the Indians got something going on here. The White Sox lead 1-0. May not be leading for long. Next batter, right fielder, Willie Kirkland. 259 average, 27 homers, 95 RBIs. So bases loaded. The infield is going to stay at double play depth, try to turn 2. Herbert will go ahead and make a strategy roll, and nothing happening with the 6. Now here comes the pitch. 2-6, that's a blank. Kirkland, 2-3, that's a fly ball to center field. That'll be caught by Landis. That is out number 1. Kirkland, a sacrifice fly rating of 2. He will bring in Temple. Temple will score. Pearsall, base running rate, let's see, center fielder Landis. Pearsall will hold at second. He will not try to go to third, but we're tied at 1 on a sacrifice fly by Kirkland. So how about that? So the Indians get themselves a run in on a sacrifice fly to center. Other runners will hold. Next batter for the Tribe, third baseman Bubba Phillips. 264 average, 18 homers, 72 RBIs in 61. Infield still at double play depth. And that's a 20. Herbert does have a pickoff. Turns around, throws to second. No play. Herbert will now pitch to Phillips. 6-6 against the righty. Strikeout. The 16 is high. Phillips, 1-2. Ground ball to second base. 2, 3. Shortstop, Aparicio, pivot 0. 1-3, double play. No. Pearsall will advance to third. Francona out at second. And Phillips will make it to first. That's out number 2. So runner out there, that becomes a fielder's choice. Now runners at the corners with 2 outs. And maybe the White Sox may get out of this inning also. Here comes the catcher, John Romano. 299 average, 21 homers, 80 RBIs. 2 outs, runners at first and third. Bottom of the first already tied at 1. Strat, nothing happening. Herbert with the pitch. 1-2, that is a blank. Romano, 3-4, base hit right field, and the Indians will get the lead. Pearsall comes in to score. Phillips, a base running rating of 4 with 2 outs. That's a single to right, plus 2 is a 6. It won't be a throw, and he will make it to third easily. Romano to first, and the Indians now lead it 2-1. Stadium cheers. Yay! So the White Sox, the two errors definitely hurt the White Sox in this game. Herbert probably feels he should be out of the inning. Next up will be the shortstop, Woody Held. 267 average, 23 homers, 78 RBIs, and 61. 2 outs. Indians now lead 2-1. And nothing happening on the strat. No bunt. Herbert will go ahead and pitch. Herbert 4-4 against the righty. That's a blank. Held 3-2. Base hit center field. The Indians will get another run. Phillips will come in to score. Romano, base running rating of 3 with 2 outs. Single to center, -2. The only way he gets to third is on a 1. And he does not. He'll hold at second base if the throw came in pretty quick. And now the Indians have a 3-1 lead on the White Sox. Stadium cheers. Yay! The two errors are ginormous, as both runners who got on with an error have now scored. It's now a 3-1 Indians lead. And we're only in the first inning. Here's the first baseman, Vic Power. 268 average, 5 homers, 63 RBIs. Keith Turnus joins us here at Cleveland Stadium, also known as the Mistake by the Lake. Nothing happening at the 6th. Herbert will make the pitch. Herbert, 5-3, range play at the park. Cleveland Stadium, 4-4. That is a home run to the opposite field. Power needs a 13 against a righty. Needs a 3 or lower. That's a 13. It's too high. Now it's a range play. So Power hit that to the opposite field. So that's a fly ball to right. And going over there is Floyd Robinson. His range is a 2. He will not make the play, and that is going to be a single for Power. So a failed range play allows the Indians to maybe get another run. Let's find out. Romano on second. Base running rating of 3 with 2 outs. And that's a single to right. +1 will make him a 4 to score, and he will. Romano comes in to score. Held a base running rating of 4. That is a 3. He will take third on the throw, and Power goes to first. 4-1 Tribe. Stadium cheers. Yay! Another single. Another base hit. They're going to go talk to Herbert on the mound a little bit, see what's going on. But he may be still shell-shocked from the 2 early errors. And that will bring up the pitcher, Mudcat Grant. 170 average, a homer actually, 6 RBIs. He had a homer that year in 61. Runners at the corners, 2 outs. The White Sox can't get out of this inning. Nothing on the strat. Herbert will now pitch to Mudcat. Herbert, 1-4, strikeout. He'll get him finally, and that will end the inning. That's strikeout number 1 for Herbert. He had 84 of them in 61, and that will retire the side. 4 runs on 4 hits, a sacrifice fly, and 2 huge errors. 4-1 Indians already here after 1. Could be in for one of those games. At least it's a Friday night. I do work tomorrow, but only a short 5-hour day. We go to the top of the second inning. Indians already with a 4-1 lead. They did historically win this game. And let's see. Leading off for the Chi Sox, second baseman Nellie Fox. 251 average, 2 homers, 51 RBIs. Hall of Famer, of course. Mudcat will go ahead and make the pitch. Mudcat, 5-5 against the lefty. That is a blank. Fox, 3-1, and that's ground ball to short, taken care of there by Held, and that is the first out. Baseball with the Demos joins us here at Cleveland Stadium, also known as the Mistake by the Lake. Programming alert: due to a scheduling conflict, tomorrow's NBC Game of the Week is bumped up to 10 instead of noon. That is just fine. I am working tomorrow, but I get to still watch it on the phone, so that will work. I can deal with that. Baseball with the Demos. Next batter, shortstop Luis Aparicio, Hall of Famer. 272 average, 6 homers, 45 RBIs. Beatles Eternally joins us here at Cleveland Stadium. And we all tell Beatles Eternally to listen to what the man said. Paul McCartney, that counts. Mudcat will make the pitch. Mudcat 3-1, strikeout 11, that is high. Aparicio 5-2, base hit right past the pitcher, and that will be a single. So Aparicio does go ahead and hit one right past the pitcher. I always come up with some ones that you probably don't know. I'll probably go ahead and give you. Don't worry, Beatles Eternally. I'm always going to try to give you a different song from the Beatles or, of course, one of the Fab Four. The only group, by the way, the Beatles, the only group to be in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame as the whole group and every one of its members in there on their own. Ringo Starr, of course, was the last one. And I personally think Ringo should have been put in maybe, I don't know, he's one of the best. And yes, Beatles Eternally is, and Beatles Eternally, yes, he's absolutely correct. My favorite group of all time is Led Zeppelin, but the Beatles were the greatest of all, or the greatest group ever. They changed music. That's how good they were. Meanwhile, back to baseball. Here comes the catcher, Sherm Lawler. 282 average, 7 homers, 41 RBIs. Runner on first, infield is Zach double play dead. Aparicio was a thief that year, but he's not going on the 11. He will stay put. A possible hit and run, though, did come up, though, on that play. He has an 8, and Lawler a 5. -2 is a 3. But I think with down 3 runs, I don't think you're doing a hit and run. I think you'll go ahead and swing. Grant with the pitch. 6-1, that's an out. And it will be a fly ball to center field. That'll get taken care of by Pearsall for out number 2. And Aparicio will stay put. Here comes the next bat. Here's the pitcher, Ray Herbert. 185 average. He had 2 home runs in 61 and 7 RBIs. Designated hitter, we don't need no stinking DH. Aparicio on at first, and he does not get the steal sign. And Grant will go ahead and pitch. Pitch from the Mudcat. 5-3, strikeout. He got Herbert, and that'll end the inning. That's strikeout number 1 from Mudcat. He had 146 that year. So no runs and a hit for the White Sox. We'll go to the bottom of the second. Yes, Led Zeppelin is my favorite group of all time. I love every single one of their songs, from Achilles' Last Stand to Your Time Is Gonna Come. There is not one bad Led Zeppelin song, and I'm pretty sure even Beatles Eternally, even though he is a Beatles fan, I'm pretty sure he does appreciate the great Led Zeppelin. Yes, I am pretty sure he appreciates getting the lead out. We go to the bottom of the second, and the Indians will lead off again at the top of the order. Here is Johnny Temple. Temple reached on an error his first time up. Herbert will go ahead and pitch. 6-2, that's at the park. Cleveland Stadium, 5-3. That's grounded to first. That'll get handled by Severs. It's out number 1. Here comes Pearsall. Pearsall also reached on an error. Herbert will go ahead and deal it. Herbert, 3-3. That is a blank. Pearsall, 6-1. Line drive hit hard to short. Aparicio gloves it, 2 down. Easy play there by Aparicio. And now we'll see Francona. Francona is 1 for 1 with a single and got eliminated on a fielder's choice. 2 outs, 4-1 Tribe. Herbert, a 4-6. That is a blank. Francona, 5-1. That's grounded to short. Again, taken care of by Aparicio. He'll handle it, toss it to first. And that's a nice inning for Herbert after getting shelled for 4 runs. Although they really weren't his fault. There were 2 errors in that inning. After 2, 4-1 still in favor of the Cleveland Baseball Club, formerly known as the Indians, now known as the Guardians. We go to the top of the third. Mudcat Grant will get back on the mound. He did a little singing as well. Yes, I heard about that. Don't know how good he was, although I didn't hear him. Maybe I should. Jim Landis leads off for the Chi Sox. He walked his first time up. The pitch from Mudcat, 5-4, strikeout 18. That is high. Landis 4-3. That's a fly to left, and Francona will grab it. Important game here. The Indians are only one game back of the Chi Sox for 5th place in the American League. Remember, top 5 make the playoffs. Must have winning records, though. Here's Robinson. He reached on a fielder's choice. The pitch from Mudcat, 6-3, walk. That's ball 4. Robinson will trot the first on it, too. And that is going to be the 3rd walk issued by Mudcat. He had 106 of them in 61. The reason, as I said, for those of you who didn't know why he is known as Mudcat Grant, somebody said he was as ugly as a Mississippi Mudcat. And that's the name, I guess, stuck. Double play depth is called. Here comes the Comet. Mignoso walked his first time up. Robinson had 7 stolen bases. Nothing on the 9. He'll stay put. Here comes the pitch from the Mudcat. 4-1. That's a pitcher result. That 9 is going to be an out against the righty, and that will be a ground ball to second. Let's see if they turn it. 2-2-3. Shortstop pivot held a 0. 1-3 double play. And nope, they don't get it. Robinson thrown out at second, but Comet's got good speed. He'll make it to first, and it's a fielder's choice. Two outs now and a runner on. And the next batter is Severs. Severs is 1-for-1. Got a base hit his first time up. Doug Hunt joins us here at Cleveland Stadium. So let's see if anything happening. Mignoso had 9 stolen bases. He's not going anywhere. Pitch from the Mudcat, 6-2. Super walk. That 18 will walk him, and it will be runners at first and second. So now you got runners going on here is now once again, that is the 4th walk issued by Grant. A chance now for Smith. Smith had a sacrifice fly his last time up. And again, Smith has a chance with runners in scoring position. Anything on the strat, the 11 is a no. Mudcat Grant will make the pitch. 2-5. That is a blank. Smith. 6-6. It's a deep fly ball to center field, but not deep enough. Pearsall got plenty of room. And that'll end the inning. No runs, no hits, 2 walks, and no errors. And the Chi Sox leave a couple of base runners on the pads as we now go to the bottom of the 3rd. Leading off for the Tribe will be Willie Kirkland. Kirkland sacrificed fly his first time up. So he is 0-for-1. Herbert, 1-5. That is a blank. Kirkland, 4-2. Fly ball to left, and it will be the Comet making the catch. Next up is Phillips. Phillips is got a board on a fielder's choice. He's 0-for-1. Mudcat Grant, did he pitch for almost every team? I think he was mostly I think only for the Indians. He did pitch for a number of teams, I believe, but I think mostly he was on the Indians. Herbert with the pitch. 4-3. That is a blank. Phillips. 3-4. That's a line drive hit to short. Aparicio handles that. No problem. 2 down. Now here comes Romano. Romano got a base hit his first time up. He's 1-for-1. Herbert, he'll go ahead and pitch it. 3-5. Range play. Romano, 6-4. That is a ground ball to first. That ball is at the Severs. Severs' range is a 2. It'll get past him, and that's going to be hit down the line, and that's going to roll into the corner. Romano will have himself a double. John Romano now has a single and a double, so a 2-out 2-bagger. A chance now for Held. Held is 1-for-1. Romano probably not going to do anything at second base, and he won't. So Romano, not very fast. Herbert will now pitch to Held. Pitch from Herbert. 3-3. Held will get the swing. held 5-2, ground ball to first. This time Severs will handle that, and he will tag the bag, and that will end the inning. No runs and a hit. After 3, the Indians have a 4-1 lead here. As this is our first game in the month of August. We have 10 games scheduled for August. We are at station break. This is the RJL Network. Be right back. It's cool. He could be on other rosters there, Doug. I'm not 100. I really didn't get a good look at everything on him. Well, real quick, let me just take a look. I can look up here while we're streaming. Hold on a minute. Let's see here. Let's see. Mudcat Grant. Mudcat Grant was on Cleveland, Minnesota, the Dodgers. He was on the Expos, the Cardinals, the Athletics, the Pirates, and the Athletics. He pitched for 14 years from 1958 to 1971, a 2-time All-Star. So he was on many teams. You are correct there, Doug Hunt. Was on many teams. 2-time All-Star, never won a title, though. We go to the top of the 4th inning. You know, it's funny. He's another player with the name of Jim that has a cat in his nickname. Of course, you all know you had Jim Hunter, who was Catfish. You have Jim Grant, who is Mudcat. I don't know why, but it seems like if you have a first name of Jim, you probably have Cat as a nickname somewhere. I have no idea. Top of the 4th, Indians lead 4-1. Nelly Fox leads off for the Chi Sox. He's 0 for 1. Mudcat will make the pitch. Mudcat, a 4-5, and against the lefty walk, and that will be ball 4. So Grant walks another batter. That's his 5th. So he doesn't have much control today. Aparicio is next, and he got a single his last time up. Infield a double play depth. Fox had 2 stolen bases, and that's a 20. Grant will throw to first and won't get him. Now Grant will go ahead and pitch to Aparicio. 3-3, walk. 5, no. That's good. No, I'm sorry. Yes, that's ball 4. Aparicio a 7, -2 is a 5. He walks Aparicio, and now the Chi Sox have something going on. Another walk by Mudcat. He has now walked 4 of the last 6 batters he's faced. And here comes Lawler. Lawler 0 for 1. Infield still a double play depth. Strategy roll of 3. Nothing happening here. Grant will go ahead and make the pitch. What will make the pitch? Mudcat 4-3 against the righty. Strikeout. The 7 is high. Lawler, a 1-3 against the righty. That's going to be a single past third. It will be a base hit. Fox, a base running rating of 3, will not score. He will hold at third. And once again, the White Sox have the bases loaded and nobody out. And that will bring up the pitcher, Ray Herbert. And this is 1961, not 2022. Herbert will bat with the bases loaded. The infield is going to call in because Herbert does not have a good double play chance here, and neither does Mudcat. So they're going to go infield in here, and Grant hoping really for a strikeout. He was a decent pitcher, a couple of All-Stars, Mudcat. He was decent. I mean, he's a decent pitcher. Like I said, solid pitcher. Strategy roll, and that's a 5, nothing happening. The pitch coming from Mudcat, 3-6, strikeout, 18, no. Herbert didn't strike out much. Herbert will get to swing 4-2, and that ball is hit to center field. That is a 14, and Herbert's going to come through. That's going to be a double to center. Fox will come in to score. Aparicio comes in to score. Lawler, a base running rating of 1. Double to center +1 because center fielder Pearsall is a -1 arm. I'm sorry, no, double to center is 0. So he only scores on a 1. He does. Lawler comes around. He'll score all the way from first, and he will score. Herbert, a base running rating of 2. Does he take third on the throw? He does. Herbert actually turns it into a triple. We're tied at 4. Stadium groans. That's going to get listed as a double, but Herbert clears the bases. And we're tied at 4. Ray Herbert, the pitcher, goes ahead and brings them all in. And now the go-ahead run at third base. Designated hitter, they don't need a stinking designated hitter. Top of the order here is Landis. Landis is 0 for 1 with a walk. Infield still in now, but still nobody out. 4s across the board. Strategy roll, nothing on a 6. Grant will go ahead and pitch. Mudcat. 6-6. Home run result against the righty. Landis needs a 15, and believe it or not, he's going to miss it. That's a 16. Landis doesn't get it. 6-2, but he will hit one to center field. That's a 19, and against the righty, that's going to be too high also. So that is going to be a fly out to center for Landis. Sacrifice fly rating of 2. It will score Herbert. White Sox take the lead. Stadium groans. Sacrifice fly for Landis to center, and all 4 runs will come in. It's now 5-4 in favor of the White Sox. And here comes Robinson. Robinson is 0 for 1 with a walk. Infield is now once again back. So the Indians, a 4-1 lead evaporates just like that. No lead is safe on inside pitch. Grant with the pitch. 6-1. That's going to be an out. And it will be a ground ball to short taken care of by Held. And that's the first out of the inning. They finally go ahead and get an out there. The Cuban Comet is next. Mignoso is 0 for 1. Mudcat will pitch to the Comet. Mudcat, 5-1. That's at the park. Cleveland Stadium, 6-4. That's a home run to center field against a righty. Mignoso needs an 11. That's a 7, and that's a goner. Kaboom! That ball is hit pretty high. That ball is hit pretty deep, and that ball is going to bounce off the scoreboard out in center field. That's gone. The Cuban Comet goes ahead and hits a solo bomb. Stadium groans. 6-4 now in favor of the White Sox as Mignoso goes ahead and hits a bomb. That was just Cleveland Stadium doing it there. And now here comes Severs. Severs, the 8th batter in this inning for the Chi Sox. He's 1 for 1 with a walk. And Grant, now the Indians might be getting the bullpen ready to go here. We'll see if he can last. That is I don't know why I'm rolling a strat. Grant will pitch again. 6-6. Home run result. And Severs has 20. And that's going to be back-to-back jacks. Kaboom! High, deep, gone over the left field wall. That's out of here. And Mudcat has completely sunk into the mud in this inning. And it's now 7-4 as the White Sox have put a 6-pack here in the top of the 4th. And that is going to be it for Grant. So the Mudcat will have to go back into the mud. And that's sad because Mudcat was due to back second. So the Indians will go to the bullpen here. And still one out. Let's see who they're going to bring on to pitch. And it is going to be, let's see, fourth inning. Let's see, right, left, right. He's the closer. And we'll go with Locke. Coming on to pitch for the Indians now will be Bobby Locke. 4 wins, 4 losses, 2 saves, a 4.55 ERA. Locke will be the second Indians pitcher. So here is Smith. Still one out in the top of the fourth. Locke with the pitch. 2-5, possible error. Smith, 5-2. That ball is a ground ball to second base, hit to Temple. Temple's error rating is a 9. That's a 5. Picks it up, drops it. Smith is safe. And the Indians are absolutely imploding in this inning. That is going to be an E4. And that'll be the first error on the Tribe in this game. They did not have any errors historically in it. And Smith is safe at first. So a bad play by Johnny Temple. And the White Sox have batted around. Here is Fox. He walked his first time up in this inning. Infield a double play depth. Smith at 4 stolen bases. And that is a 4. He is not going anywhere. Locke will go ahead and pitch to Fox. Locke, 4-2, error on a grounder. Fox, 6-5. That's going to be a fly to left. And that will get Francona to make the play. And that's out number 2. Here's Aparicio. Aparicio walked also in this inning. As DBIP not happy right now with the Tribe. Smith on at first. Strategy roll, 19, no play. Locke will go ahead and pitch. Locke, 1-3. Hit by pitch. Nope, that's too high. Aparicio, 3-2. And Aparicio's going to smack one into center field. Shoots the gap. That's going to be a double. Smith with 2 outs, a base running rating of 4. A double to center is a 0. A 1-4. Smith will score, and he will. Smith will score all the way from first. Aparicio holds at second, and it is now 8-4 in favor of the White Sox. Stadium barfs. Yeah. The White Sox put a 7 spot here on the top of the fourth. Still not done. And here comes Lawler. Lawler got a big RBI, 2 RBI. No, I'm sorry, actually was a single. Didn't bring in an RBI. Herbert actually did that with the triple. There are two outs here. Or hold on a minute. You know what? I may have given him an extra out. Timeout for a scorecard check. Hold on here. Walk, hit, sacrifice fly, 1 out, grounder, 2 outs, homer, error, and then the sacrifice, and then the fly out to left. That actually, okay. Upon further review, the announcer is not doing a good job as announcer. The fly out to left by Fox should have ended the inning, and that was the end of the inning, as Aparicio actually will be leading off. That actually did end the inning, so Lawler does not come out. So upon further review, the announcer is a little bit nutty, and that retires the side. So 7 runs on 4 hits, 2 homers, 1 error, and a sacrifice fly. We go to the bottom of the fourth as the White Sox now have an 8-4 lead here on the Indians. Because someone here is not keeping track of his outs, and I think that is me. We go to the bottom of the fourth. Now Ray Herbert has a 4-run lead. As the fans here were wondering why I was giving him an extra out. Here comes Vic Power. He'll lead off for the Tribe, and he got a base hit his first time up. Nutty is good sometimes. Yeah, I know. Herbert with the pitch. 4-5, strikeout. The 19 is high. Power rarely struck out that year. 3-2 for Power. He leads off with a single to left. So now the Indians are going to try to get something going here, as Power is now 2 for 2. Bobby Locke due to bat, but he will not, as he is the pitcher, so the Indians will go to the bench. And let's see who's going to come on to bat. Coming on to bat for the Indians will be Ken Aspromonte. 224 average, 2 homers, 19 RBIs. Aspromonte was with the Los Angeles Angels early in the year. He is now on the Indians. Herbert will now pitch to Aspromonte. Strategy rolls are still active, double play depth. And that is a 9, nothing happening with power. Herbert will now make the pitch to Aspromonte. Herbert, 2-2, strikeout, got him with a 1. Yep, barely got him, but he is out, struck him out. And that is out number 1. And that is only the second strikeout for Herbert. He did have 84 of them in 61. So 1 down. Next batter is Temple. Temple is 0 for 2, reached on an error. Strategy rolls are still on. That is a 2. Power, not going anywhere. Hit and run is available, but you're down by 4 runs. I just don't think you're going to do that. Herbert with the pitch. Herbert, 3-6, walk, 14. That is high. Temple, a 1-2. He hits one to center field. That's a 19. It's going to be too high, though. That's going to get under it. It'll be a fly out to center. So 2 outs now, and the batter is Pearsall. Pearsall 0 for 2 as well. Power on it first. Nothing happening. He'll stay put. Herbert will make the pitch. Herbert, 4-1. That is a blank. Pearsall, 3-1. Fly ball center field again. This time Landis will get to that one. And he will put it away and retire the side. No runs and a hit. And the White Sox now have an 8-4 lead here after 4. In this is this very important American League matchup here as we start the month of August. Still a long way to go. Top of the 5th coming up. And let's see. Now Luis Aparicio will lead off for the White Sox, and he is 1 for 1 with a walk. Indians need a pitcher, and they got a couple of righties coming up, and the Indians will go ahead and bring on. Coming on to pitch for the Indians will be Barry Latman. 13 wins, 5 losses, 5 saves, a 4.02 ERA. Latman will now be the 3rd Indians pitcher. The Indians bullpen is kind of meh. Latman will make the pitch. Latman, 6-6, super walk. That 16 is actually going to be too high. Aparicio, 6-3. He grounds one to first, handled easily by Power. That is the first out. Even with the super walk, because of the -2 from Cleveland Stadium, he doesn't get it. Here's Lawler. Lawler 1 for 2 with a single. Latman, 6-6, super walk. That's an 8. That'll walk Lawler easily. And he will trot to first. Another walk by Indians pitching today. That is the 7th walk given up by the Tribe. And now here's Herbert. Herbert has 3 of the White Sox RBIs in this game. Got a 3 RBI double his last time up. As Herbert says, what's a designated hitter? We want to hit. Infield a double play depth. Strategy rolls active. And nothing happening with Lawler. Latman will make the pitch. Latman, 4-1. Strikeout. The 13 is high. Herbert, 2-5. That's grounded to short. 0-0-1. Second base pivot. Temple is 0. The only way they turn a double play is on a 1. They won't get it. The throw's going to go to first. Lawler will actually make it to second since it's a 6. And there are 2 outs. So it kind of worked like a swinging bunt. The only play they had was the first base. And now with 2 men out, here is Landis. Landis is 0 for 2 with a walk. Anything on the strat? The answer is no. Latman will go ahead and make the pitch here. Fans here at Cleveland Stadium were enjoying a 4-1 lead. It disappeared kind of quick. Latman, 3-2. Home run result. That 4 is going to put it out of here. Kaboom! That ball is hit pretty high. That ball is hit pretty deep to right center field. And that ball is gone. Home run, Jim Landis. Stadium groans. A 3-2 is a straight meatball pitched by Latman, and against the righty, Landis needs a 15 or lower. He crushed it, and it is now 10-4 in favor of the White Sox. So it looked promising for the Indians tonight, but as I said, it looked promising. Now 10-4, good buddy, but not for the Indians at this time. But remember, no lead is safe on inside pitch. Here's Robinson. Robinson is 0 for 2 with a walk. Now a 10-4 White Sox lead. And I don't know why I'm rolling a strat. Latman will pitch. 4-6. That is a blank. He is not tired. Robinson 1-1. Base hit past second, and the White Sox do not want to let this inning end. That is a single for Robinson. That's his first hit of the game. And here comes the Comet. Mignoso 1 for 2 with a bomb. He had a home run here as the Comet slapped one here at Cleveland Stadium. 10-4 White Sox. Strategy rolls are now off. Latman 6-3. Walk 8. Yep, ball 4. And the Indians pitching doesn't seem to have it tonight. So now runners in first and second with another walk issued by the Indians. And here comes Severs. Severs 2 for 2, a single and a home run. He also had a solo bomb. 2 outs. Latman will continue to pitch. Pitch from Latman. 2-3. Strikeout 9. No, he can't get him. Severs will swing. 4-5. This time it's a ground ball to short. That'll get taken care of by Held. He'll throw to first to get Severs, and that will end the inning. 2 runs on 2 hits and a 2-run bomb by Landis, and the White Sox lead 10-4. Good buddy. We will go to the bottom of the 5th. Herbert gets back on the mound. Tito Francona leads off for the Tribe. He's 1 for 2. I was thinking we were going to have a low-scoring game. The final score historically of this game was 3-2. Well, not really. Won't happen this time. Herbert with the pitch. 5-3. Range play at the park. Cleveland Stadium, 2-2. Fly ball, center field, hit to Landis. Landis, great range. His range is a 5, and he'll make the catch. Out number 1. Landis with no problem at all. Landis has made the last 3 putouts for the White Sox. Here's Kirkland. Kirkland 0 for 2. Herbert will set up and pitch. Herbert 5-2. That's a home run result, but that 20 is going to be too high. Kirkland 3-6. He popped it up. Herbert pitched him a meatball, and all Kirkland could do was send it up to second base. It'll be a pop out to second, and Fox will make the catch. 2 down. 2 outs now for Phillips. Phillips 0 for 2. Herbert will go ahead and throw. 5-2. Again with the home run result, and this time he will pay for it. That's a home run result. Phillips has a 10. That's a 9. Kaboom! That ball is hit pretty high. That ball is heading deep to right field, and it's out of here. Home run, Bubba Phillips. And the Indians get one back. There were 172 home runs here at Cleveland Stadium, so this place was a bit of a hitter's park. Phillips gets a solo bomb. It's 10-5. So now here come the Indian rally. Next up is Romano. Romano 2 for 2, a single and a double. Still 2 outs, bottom of the 5th, now a 10-5 game. Herbert with the pitch. 2-1, possible error. Romano 2-4, and that's hit to left field. That's going to be a double. Double to left field to Mignoso. His error rating is a 10. That's a 17. He won't make an error. He'll get the ball, and he'll fire it into third. Romano holds it second. Another hit for Romano. That's his third hit of the game. Second double of the game, and here comes Held. Held is 1 for 2. 2 outs here. Bottom of the fifth inning, 10-5. Anything, strategy rolls are back on. That's a 9. No play. Herbert will go ahead and pitch to Held. Herbert, 6-6 against a righty. Strikeout, swing and a miss. He struck him out, and that will retire the side. That is strikeout number 3 for Herbert. 1 run on 2 hits. The Indians get one back now, 10-5 after 5. We go to the top of the 6th inning. Latman due to bat second. Due to bat second in the 6th. They're going to see if he can go. They're going to let him pitch. He can go at least. 7 more batters, I believe. Al Smith will lead off for the White Sox, and he is 0 for 3, reached on an error and a sacrifice fly. So Latman will go ahead and stay. Latman, 6-1, walk, ball 4 on the 5, and he will walk Smith. And Indians pitchers do not have control today. 2, 6, 7, that is the 9th walk by Indians pitching. CLE baseball fan joins us here at the Mistake by the Lake, a.k.a. Cleveland Stadium. Next batter is Fox. Fox is 0 for 2. Did get a walk. Infield at double play depth. Cleveland hoping Latman can just get through this inning. He's due to bat second. They really do not want to burn another reliever. Actually, there is no strategy roll. I shouldn't be rolling it. Latman will make the pitch. Latman, 5-6 against the lefty. That's a blank. Fox, 2-2. Line drive to second. Out number 1. Out number 1. A 1 or a 2. Smith is doubled off. He's not. He gets back. 1 out. So Smith gets back to first. That's a line drive to second. A nice play by Temple, but he had no play at first, so Smith gets to first base. Back to first. Here's Aparicio. Aparicio is 1 for 2. Singled and walked for the Indians Guardians. Latman will make the pitch. Latman, 4-4. That's a pitcher result. That 6 against the righty is going to be an out. And that is a 1. That's going to be a fly ball to center field. Pearsall will get to it. That's out number 2. 2 outs now, and here comes Lawler. Lawler is 1 for 2 with a walk, and he has a single. 2 outs now, top of the 6th. White Sox lead 10-5. Latman will go ahead and deal the pitch. 6-3, walk. The 16 is high. Lawler, 6-2, fly ball to right field near the foul line. Kirkland will get to that one, and he will put it away. And that will retire the side. Nothing across except the walk as the White Sox are finally put down a little bit there. And we will go to the bottom of the 6th. Ray Herbert can pitch to 5 more batters before he tires. Leading off for the Tribe in the bottom of the 6th will be Vic Power. And Power's 2 for 2 with 2 singles. Herbert, he'll go ahead and pitch. 6-3, that's a blank. He's not tired. Power, 5-1, ground ball right back to Herbert. He'll take care of it and throw it to first for the out. Pinch hitter coming up for Latman. He will be done. Let's see who the Indians want to bring on to bat, and it is going to be Don Dillard, 272 average, 7 homers, 17 RBIs. Don Dillard will now pinch hit for the pitcher. And there is 1 out. Pitcher spot is 0 for 2. Herbert with the pitch. Herbert 5-3. That's a range play at the park. Cleveland Stadium 5-1. That's a home run to center field. Against the righty, Dillard needs a 15. That's a 12. And Dillard's going to come off the bench and get a pinch hit home run. Kaboom! That ball is hit high. That ball is hit pretty deep. And that ball is gone over the center field wall. Don Dillard, a pinch hit home run. Thanks to Cleveland Stadium, it's now 10-6. Fans still not too happy, but now a 10-6 game as Don Dillard comes in and hits one off of Herbert. And now the top of the order here is Temple. Temple is 0-3. Dave Little joins us here at Cleveland Stadium. Herbert will pitch to Temple here, 1 out. Now a 10-6 ball game. Herbert, 2-1, possible error. Temple, 3-3, ground ball to third. That ball is hit to Smith. Smith's error rating is a 10. That's a 10, and he's going to make another error. Temple's going to be safe at first as Al Smith bobbles that ball, and it's going to be the second time Temple has got on base with an error. Actually, that's the first error on Smith. That's an E5, and that is the third error on the White Sox in this game. Remember, back in the days, fielding wasn't really as fundamental as they would like. Of course, these days, fielding is really practiced. But back in the day, it really was about pitching and hitting and the occasional big play. That's the third error on the White Sox, and now a chance for Pearsall. Pearsall is 0-3. Infield double play depth. Strategy rolls are back on. I don't think Temple will do anything as is 9. And he actually gets the steal sign. I just don't think you do that. 13 plus 1 is 14. Lawler a -1 arm. Nah, you're down by 4 runs. You're not stealing. Herbert will go ahead and pitch to Pearsall. Herbert with the pitch. 1-1, walk, 11. Nope, that's going to be high. Pearsall, 3-6, and he hits one to center field. That's a 1 against the righty. That's going to be a single. Pearsall hits a base hit to center. Temple, base running rating of 3. Single to center, -2, though. The only way it gets to third is on a 1. He will hold at second base, and now another base runner for the Tribe. Single for Pearsall. That's his first hit of the game. And now here comes Francona. Francona 1-for-3. And now Herbert will be tired after Francona. Infield still a double play depth. Steeler fan joins us here at Cleveland Stadium. Strategy roll, nothing happening. Herbert can't believe an error keeps this inning alive here for the Indians. 10-6. Herbert with the pitch. 6-1. Home run chance against the lefty. A 1-4 will give him up. Will make a mistake, but the 18 is too high. Francona, 2-6, and that's a base hit past first. It's going to be a single. Temple, base running rating of 3. He will not score. The bases are loaded, and the tying run coming to the plate. And the batter is Kirkland. Kirkland is 0-3. Herbert is now tired, and they're going to take him out of the game. He was due to lead off the 7th. He will not get a chance. They will go to the bullpen and try to quash this rally. Coming on to pitch for the White Sox, they're going to go with a lefty on lefty. It will be Frank Baumann. 10 wins, 13 losses, 3 saves. A 5.60 ERA. They're going to go ahead and try to get Kirkland out. Bases are loaded here. 1 out, bottom of the 6th. It's a 10-6 game. Kirkland looking for a good chance. Baumann looking for a pitch. Fans here at the Mistake by the Lake are beginning to get a little crazy. Strategy rolls are still on. That's a 6. Nothing happening there. Bauman will make the pitch. Bauman, 2-1. That's a pitcher result. Against the lefty, a 1-2 will be a single up the middle. The 14 is too high. Kirkland swings. 1-2. Base hit past first. That's a single. Temple will come in to score. Pearsall, he will not. He will hold it third. The merry-go-round turns once. It's 10-7. Stadium cheers. Yay! A single for Kirkland, and now the go-ahead run is at the plate. The tying run is on. And here comes Phillips. Phillips has a home run in this game. He's 1 for 3. Now a 10-7 ball game, and the White Sox are wondering what is going on. Bases loaded. Bauman will pitch to Phillips. Strategy roll active. Nothing happening. Bauman will go ahead and set. Fans here at the Mistake by the Lake are going crazy. Bauman with the pitch. 5-4. Hit by pitch. 11. No. Phillips. 6-1, and that is going to be a ground ball to... That's going to be a ground ball to second. The infield is a double play depth. They're going to try to turn 2. 2, 3. Shortstop. Aparicio is 0. A 1-3. They turn the double play. They do. Side retired. Bubba Phillips grounds out into the 4-6-3 and kills a big-time rally. And the White Sox do give up a couple of runs, but they really get out of the jam. 2 runs on 4 hits. On 4 hits, a home run, a pinch hit homer. A pinch hit home run by Dillard, and an error, by the way. And it is 10-7 now after 6. We got a ball game once again. No lead is safe on inside pitch. What a way to start the month of August. We go to the top of the 7th. White Sox still have a 10-7 lead. Pinch hitter coming up for Bauman, as the White Sox will go with a batter here. And let's first, before we do that, let's see who the Indians want to come on to pitch, 7th inning. And let's see. Coming on to pitch for the Indians will be Bob Allen. 3 wins, 2 losses, 3 saves, a 3.73 ERA. Allen will be the 4th Indians pitcher. White Sox need a batter, and they're going to go with the backup catcher, Cam Carry-On. 271 average, 4 homers, 27 RBIs. So Cam, keep calm and carry on. Will go up against Allen. Top of the 7th, 10-7. Now can the Indians hold off the White Sox? Allen, 3-4. Nope, that's a straight base hit right up the middle. That's a single. Allen puts it right over the plate, and Carry On just hits a base hit right past the pitcher. And the White Sox start off with the leadoff man. Here comes Landis. Landis is 1 for 3. Had a bomb his last time up, a 2-run bomb. Infield, a double play depth. Strategy rolls are back on, and that is a 19, nothing happening. Allen will go ahead, and Landis actually gets the bunt sign, but you're up 3 runs, you're not bunting. Allen will go ahead and make the pitch. Allen, 1-5, strikeout, 15 is high. Landis, 5-1, fly ball, left field. Francona gets a little towards the line, but he will make the catch. 1 down for Robinson. Robinson is 1 for 3, singled his last time up. Nothing on the strat. Again, the bunt sign comes up, but Robinson says, no, I'm swinging. Allen will go ahead and pitch. Allen, 3-6. That's a blank. He's not tired. Robinson, a 3-4. That ball is hit to center field. That's a 10 against the lefty. Robinson's going to have an RBI because he just smacked a triple. That's going to be a triple to center field. Carry on will score. Robinson goes to third, and the White Sox get one back. It's going to be one of those games. White Sox now lead 11-7 here as Robinson gets himself a triple and gets an RBI out of it, of course. Robinson now has a triple and a single, and here comes Mignoso. Mignoso got a bomb in this game. He is 1 for 2 with 2 walks. Infield is going to come in. There is still 1 out. Strategy rolls are now off. Allen will go ahead and pitch. Allen, 5-2. That is a range play at the park. Cleveland Stadium, 6-3. That's a ground ball to third. That's a range play. Temple, let's see, to Phillips. His range is a 2. But with the infield in, he has no chance. His range is a 0. That's going to be a base hit right past third and a single. Mignoso will hold at first base. Robinson comes in to score. It's now 12-7 White Sox. Stadium groans. White Sox once again get 5 runs up and lead, and now lead 12-7. Mignoso on it first, and here is Severs. As Mignoso does get that base hit. That's the chance you take when you call the infield in. Severs is 2 for 3, a homer and a single. Fans here at Cleveland Stadium thought there was going to be something here. Allen will go ahead and make the pitch. Allen, 5-4. Range play again. Severs, 6-1. That's a single to center field. It's a range play for Pearsall. His range is a 5. That's a 3. He'll make the catch. Out number 2. Severs takes a hit away from Pearsall takes a hit away from Severs. And that's a fly out to center, 2 down. Next up is Smith. Smith is 0 for 3, reached on an error and a walk. But now 2 outs here on the top of the 7th. Allen will continue to pitch. Pitch from Allen. 1-2, blank. Smith gets the swing. 6-1, and that's a fly ball to center field. Pearsall will get to that one as well. He will make the catch and retire the side. 2 runs on 3 hits for the White Sox. The Indians got it to within 3, and once again they're behind by 5. 12-7 here, and a crazy game here to open up the month of August in the 61 replay. We are at the 7th inning stretch. Sing, take me out to the ball game. I'll be right back. Don't forget, we got 10-minute ticker coming up after tonight's game. Our next matchup will be tomorrow night, and we are going to do August 5th. And we're going to be taking a trip. To Brian B's Stadium as we're going to Crosley Field. We're going to have another matchup with the Pittsburgh Pirates, but this time they'll be taking on the Cincinnati Reds. It'll be the Pirates and the Reds. Tom Sturdivant will pitch for the Pirates, and Ken Hunt will pitch for the Reds. A big matchup in the National League, the Pirates and the Reds. The Reds are still alive, but they are under 500. They need to get some wins to try to get back into this game. So tomorrow night at Crosley Field, the Pirates and the Reds. Should be interesting matchup here on the network. Bottom of the seventh, the White Sox have a 12-7 lead. Leading off for the Tribe is going to be John Romano, having a heck of a night. 3 for 3, 2 doubles and a single. The White Sox do need a pitcher. And I think they're going to bring on a righty. And coming on to pitch for the White Sox will be Warren Hacker. 3 wins, 3 losses, 8 saves, a 3.79 ERA. Hacker will be the third pitcher for the White Sox. John Romano leads off, bottom of the seventh. 12-7 White Sox. Let's see if the Indians can get something back. Hacker, 2-2, strikeout 12, no. Romano, 4-2, base hit to left field. Romano leads off with a single. He is hot tonight. He is 4 for 4. A great night for Romano. And here comes Held. Held is 1 for 3. Infield, a double play depth. Strategy rolls are off. Hacker with the pitch. 1-1. Strikeout. He will get Held there, and he struck him out. Hacker had 40 strikeouts that year, 1 down. Power is next, and he's 2 for 3, 2 singles. Fans here at Cleveland Stadium hoping the Indians can make another comeback. Hacker, 3-2. That is a blank. Power, 6-1. That's a fly ball to center. And it will be Landis getting to that one. 2 down. 2 outs now and a pinch hitter coming up for Bob Allen as he will leave the game. And let's see who the Indians will come on. And coming on to bat for the Indians will be Chuck Esigian. 289 average, 12 homers, 36 RBIs. Esigian will go up against Hacker. 2 outs here in the bottom of the seventh, 12-7 White Sox. Hacker, 4-4. Range play at the park. Cleveland Stadium, 4-4. Wow, that's a home run to the opposite field. Against the righty, Esigian needs a 19. That's a 17, and he comes off the bench and hits 1 out. Kaboom! That ball is hit high. That ball is hit deep to right center field. Going back for it is Robinson. He leaps, but that's going to clear the wall by about 20 feet. It's gone! Chuck Esigian comes off the bench, and he smacks a home run. And that is the second pinch hit home run in the pitcher's spot. And it is now 12-9. Esigian comes through with 1 there. Cleveland Stadium giving up the home runs today. It's now a 12-9 ball game. Game is not over yet. And now here's Temple. Temple is 0 for 4, but he's reached on an error twice. Hacker will pitch to Temple. Hacker, 3-4 against the righty. Base hit right back up the middle, and Temple's going to go ahead and get a base hit, and that is a single. Temple actually gets his first hit. And that's going to be it for Hacker. The White Sox do not want to see any more. And Temple will get the first. Here's Pearsall. He's up next. And now coming on to pitch for the White Sox will be Russ Kemmerer. 3 wins, 3 losses, 2 saves, a 4.36 ERA. Kemmerer will now come on to pitch, as they've seen enough out of him. Out of Hacker. So now Temple on it first with 2 outs. Now a 12-9 ball game. Pearsall does have a little home run power. Strategy rolls are back on. Strategy roll, that's a 15, nothing happening. Tempo stays put. Kemmer will now make the pitch. Kemmer 1-3, again with the range play. Pearsall 2-4, that's a ground ball to third. That ball is hit to Smith. Smith's range is a 2. He's got it. Nice play by Smith. That's a 1. And he's going to throw to second to get Temple, and that'll retire the side. Nice play by Al Smith. 2 runs on 3 hits for the Indians. A home run. A pinch hit homer by Chuck Essegian. It's 12-9 now after 7. And definitely another night where pitching has taken the night off. We will go to the top of the 8th. And leading off for the White Sox will be Nellie Fox. Fox is 0 for 3 with a walk. Tribe will bring out a pitcher. And it will be coming on to pitch for the Indians will be their closer. And right now he's the best pitcher they got left in the bullpen. It will be Frank Funk. 11 wins, 11 losses, 11 saves. A 3.33 ERA. Interesting stats for 61. Frank Funk will come on to pitch. Fox will lead off here at the top of the 8th. Funk with the deal. A 6-4. And against the lefty, that's going to be an out. And it will be a ground ball to short, handled by Held. 1 down. Here comes Aparicio. Aparicio is 1 for 3 with a walk and a single. Funk will go ahead and pitch. 5-5, strikeout, 14 no. Aparicio, 5-5, fly ball to left. Francona will measure it. He takes out the ruler, and he does make the catch for the out, 2 down. Here's Lawler. And Lawler is 1 for 3, a single and a walk. 2 outs. Funk trying to keep it a 12-9 ball game here. Funk, a 5-1, strikeout, 5. No, he won't get him that way. Lawler is a 5, but -2 makes him a 3. Lawler, 6-2, fly ball to right field, and it will be Kirkland getting to that. A nice job by Funk. He gets funky with it. And it's a 1-2-3 inning for him. And we go to the bottom of the 8th with the White Sox still holding a 12-9 lead. Leading off for the Tribe will be Tito Francona. Question is Kemmer going to pitch? And the pitcher spot is due to bat lead off for the White Sox. And Kemmer is going to come out of the game. And coming on to pitch for the White Sox will be Billy Pierce. 10 wins, 9 losses, 3 saves, a 3.80 ERA. So here comes Billy Pierce. He's the 5th White Sox pitcher. Francona is 2 for 4, 2 singles. Bottom of the 8th, 12-9. Pierce with the pitch. 2-1, that's at the park. Cleveland Stadium, 2-1. That's a ground ball to second base, handled by Nellie Fox, out number 1. 1 quick out, nice job by Pierce. Here comes Kirkland. Kirkland is 1 for 4, has a single and a sacrifice fly. Pierce will go ahead and pitch. Pierce, 5-5, that is a blank. Kirkland, 4-6, ground ball right back to the pitcher. Pierce will take care of it and underhand it to first. Two outs, here comes Phillips. Phillips is 1 for 4, has a home run in the game. A 12-9 ball game here in the bottom of the 8th. Pierce sets up for the pitch. Pierce, 4-2, strikeout 5. No, Phillips does not strike out much against lefties. Phillips 1-6, but he does ground out the short. That'll get handled by Aparicio with no trouble. Throws to first, and that will end the inning. A nice job by Pierce. 1-2-3, go the Indians. After 8, it is still 12-9 in favor of the White Sox. We go to the top of the 9th inning. Frank Funk will stay on the mound. He can pitch to 4 more batters before he fatigues. Pinch hitter coming up for Billy Pierce, as the White Sox will go to the bench. It's the 9th inning. They can bring in anybody, and they will go with... They're going to go with Billy Goodman. 255 average, a homer, and 10 RBIs. Billy Goodman will lead off against the Indians here on the top of the 9th. Funk trying to keep it a 12-9 game. Hope for some 9th inning magic. Funk, 1-2, strikeout, 17 is high. Goodman, a 3-2. It's a fly to left. Francona will get to that with no problem. 1 out, and here comes Landis. Landis is 1 for 4. Homered, walked, and a sacrifice fly to bring in a run. Funk will get funky. 6-2, strikeout, 7. No, he'll just miss. Landis is an 8, but -2 makes him a 6. Landis, 1-2, but he does hit a fly ball to center field, and it will be Pearsall making the catch for the out, 2 down. And now Robinson. Robinson is 2 for 4, a single and a triple. Funk sitting there. Fans here at Cleveland Stadium hoping that Funk can just stay funky. Funk with the pitch. 6-2, strikeout. 16 is high. Robinson, 2-6. Line drive hit right to first. Power grabs it. And that is a 1-2-3 inning for Funk. So nothing across for the White Sox. The Indians will have a chance. But will we see some 9th inning magic? Leading off for the Tribe will be John Romano. And he's having a heck of a night. 4 for 4. 2 doubles and 2 singles. Coming on to pitch for the White Sox will be their closer, and that is Turk Lone. 7 wins, 5 losses, 11 saves, a 2.76 ERA. Lone will go ahead and try to get the close here. It is not a safe situation unless somebody gets on base. So Turk Lone will pitch to Romano here. Bottom of the 9th, fans here at the Mistake by the Lake hoping for some action and magic. Lone, 3-1, hit by pitch. Nope, not that way. Romano, 5-4, and Romano's going to go 5 for 5. That's a base hit to left. Romano having a heck of a night. A leadoff single, 2 doubles and 3 singles. And Romano gets on base. And did you expect the 1-2-3 closing inning at RJL Network? I think not. Here's Held. Held is 1 for 4 with a single. Infield is at double play depth. Strategy rolls are off. Lone will concentrate on Held. Fans here at Cleveland Stadium, the tying run is now on deck. Lone with the pitch. 1-1, that's a blank. He is not tired. Held, 2-1, fly ball to right. And Robinson will get to that one for the out. One down, the next batter is Power. Power's 2 for 4 with 2 singles. Romano still on at first. Lone looks on at Power, and now he will make the pitch. Lone, 4-3, strikeout 17 is way too high. Power, 1-5, it's a base hit to right field, that's a single. Romano, a base running rating of 2. A single to right plus 2. A 1 to 4. He'll get to third. And it's a 6. Uh-oh. It's a 6. Romano rounding second. And that's the right fielder Robinson. He has a 0 arm. A 1-3, there could be an out. It is a 1. Here comes the throw. And Romano, the throw comes to second. The throw goes to third. Romano is out at third base. 2 outs. Romano tries to go to third. And Floyd Robinson throws from right field and taken care of by Fox, who throws to third and nails him and gets him out. And that was a 3. Power does take second on the throw, and he'll go to second base, but there are now 2 outs as Romano cut down at third. Stadium barfs. Blech. A nice base hit to right, but Floyd Robinson guns that in there, gets the relay from Fox, who throws to third and nails him, and that is 2 outs. What a play by Floyd Robinson, and now that keeps the tying run on deck, and we're going to see a pinch hitter for Funk. Indians cannot catch a break, and coming on to bat for the Indians is going to be Bob Neiman. A 378 average, 2 homers and 12 RBIs. Pretty much a ringer, but this is the 9th inning, so anybody can bat that's on the bench, and he has the highest average. So here is Bob Neiman to try to keep the game alive. Holy cow, what a play by Robinson at third base. And Lone will now make the pitch to Neiman. 2 outs. Here it comes the pitch. 5-1. Walk. 8. No. Neiman gets the swing. Neiman 4-6. That will be a base hit to center field. It's a single. Power base run rating of 4 with 2 outs. Single to center +1. A 1-5. Power will score, and he will. Neiman does get the single and brings in Power. It is now 12-10. Another crazy game here at RJL Network, and I'm going to give this game Game of the Year candidate status just because of the way it's going. So a base hit by Neiman, and that is a single. That brings in a run. The pitcher spot for the Indians tonight, 3 for 5, 2 homers and a single. But now the batter is Temple. So now 2 outs. Now the tying run at the plate. Temple does have some home run power, although not much against righties. Question is, do I pinch it for him here? I just don't think you do. And if this game goes in extra innings, I don't think you want to. I think I'll let Temple bat. Temple will bat here. Neiman on it first. Lone trying to get out of this inning. And normally, and he's going to stay out there. He's the closer. This is his job. So Lone will pitch to Temple. 2 outs. Bottom of the 9th. Now a 12-10 ball game. Lone will set up. Fans here at the Mistake by the Lake hoping for a good hit. Lone with the pitch. 2-4 against the righty. That's a blank. Temple 1-1. It's a ground ball to second. And it'll get taken care of by Fox. He's got it. Pumps once, pumps twice, throws to first. That's your game. The White Sox will hold off the Indians tonight. A crazy matchup here at Cleveland Stadium. 12-10. Stadium groans. 1 run on 3 hits, and that throw out by Robinson at third to go ahead and get Romano was huge. A nice win for the White Sox as they change history. The Indians historically won the ball game, but they don't win it here. 12-10, a crazy game here at Cleveland Stadium. Final line score coming up. For the White Sox, 12 runs on 11 hits and 3 errors. For the Indians, 10 runs on 18 hits and 1 error. The winning pitcher is Ray Herbert. He'll go ahead and get the win. Mudcat Grant will take the loss. Turk Lone does pick up the save. A 12-10 victory for the White Sox here at Cleveland Stadium, and the Indians will once again drop under 500 by a game. But there's still 10-minute ticker coming up, so don't go away. 10-minute ticker is next. I don't know about you, but I think that was a great way to start the month of August. You gotta love inside pitch. You never know. It is now time for the 10-minute ticker, brought to you by FastScore Baseball of Replay Sports. This was actually the first game of a doubleheader on the second. So the White Sox played the Indians again in the second game, but we'll get to that later. Let's start with August 2nd. I think we have lots of doubleheaders here on the first game. Minnesota at Baltimore, game 1. Minnesota 5-53, and that is 5. Orioles 9-35, and that is 4. The Twins beat the Orioles in game 1. Game number 2, Minnesota 3-62, and that's 6. Orioles 9-21, that's 2. The Orioles lose 2 games to the Twins. Angels and the Red Sox, game 1 doubleheader. Angels 17-65, that's going to be 11. Red Sox 8-16, and that is 2. The Angels win the first game. Game number 2, Angels 12-21, and that's 3. Red Sox 15-66, that's 12, and they'll split the twin bill. White Sox in Cleveland, game number 2. White Sox 14-43, and that's 5. Indians 11-21, and that is 3. So the White Sox will actually take both games from the Tribe. Washington at Detroit. The Tigers, right now the best team in baseball. Senators 1-41, and that is 3. Tigers 17-35, and that is 5. The Tigers won the first game. Game number 2, Senators 5-24, and that is 2. Detroit 14-25, and that is 4. And the Tigers win both games against the Senators, as they probably should. Kansas City and the Yankees in a doubleheader. Athletics 3-63, and that is 6. Yankees 13-31, and that's 4. The Athletics win the first one. Game number 2, Athletics 3-52, and that is 4. Yankees 19-12, and that is 2. And the Athletics win both games on the Yankees. That's really strange, but that's how it comes out. And in my opinion, the Yankees are underachieving a little bit this season. But then again, you want some surprises. The Braves and the Cubs in a doubleheader. Braves are not out of it. They are right there. Braves 14-11, and that is not a good start. That's 0. Cubs 7-26, and that will be 3. A win for the Cubs. Game number 2. Milwaukee 17-26, and that is 4. The Cubs 10-66, that's 10. And the Cubs will win both games on the Braves. That hurts. Philadelphia and the Reds in a doubleheader. Game 1, Philadelphia 2-54, and that is 5. The Reds 11-54, and that is 6. The Reds win the first game. Game number 2, Philadelphia 2-13, that's 0. The Reds 1855, and that is 2 wins for the Reds there. They need to get some wins. San Francisco and the Dodgers, big series between the top 2 teams in the National League. Giants 1143, and that's 5. Dodgers 925, and that is 3. And the Giants will win that game. Pittsburgh and the Cardinals, Bucks 833, and that is 3. Cardinals 1021, and that's 2. And the Pirates will win that matchup. August 3rd, Minnesota at Baltimore. Twins 344, and that's 4. The Orioles 1051, and that's 5. The Orioles will beat the Twins. Angels and the Red Sox. Angels 754 and 6 runs. Red Sox 814, and that's 1 run. Another tough loss for the Bo Sox. White Sox in Cleveland. White Sox 1222, and that's 3. Indians 1522, and that's also 3. They will tie. Extra innings. Chicago rolls a 5. The Indians roll a 2, and the White Sox will win it, no modifications. Washington at Detroit. The Tigers right now just aren't losing. Senators 263, and that is 6. But the Tigers 1063, and that is 8. Tell you right now, Detroit, I don't see them losing the American League. They're going to probably win that league outright. Kansas City and the Yankees. Kansas City 711, that's 0. Yankees 1741, and that is 6. And the Yankees will beat the Athletics. Milwaukee and the Cubs. Braves 1056, that is 7. The Cubs 851, and that's 5. A win for the Braves. Philadelphia and the Reds. Phillies 261, that's 5. The Reds 1244, and that's also 5. They will tie. Philadelphia rolls a 6, -3 is 3. Reds roll a 3, +4 is 7, and the Reds will win another game. Giants and the Dodgers. Giants 1236, and that is 5. The Dodgers 1113, and that is 1. Another win for the G-Men. Pirates and the Cardinals. Pirates 1443, and that is 5. The Cardinals 832, and that's 3. And the Pirates will beat the Redbirds. On to August 4th. Angels and the Orioles have a doubleheader. Angels 525, and that is 2. Orioles 734, and that's 3. The Orioles win the first game. Game number 2, Angels 1055, that is 6. The Orioles 1013, and that's 1. Orioles are struggling a little bit here, and the Angels will split the twin bill. Athletics and the Red Sox. A's 715, and that's 2. Red Sox 1345, and that's 6. The Red Sox will beat the Athletics. Cleveland at Detroit. Cleveland 631, and that is 3. Tigers 1366, that is 11. I should mention the Tigers have not lost a ball game. I think they're on like a 15 or a 20 game winning streak. I'll have to look. The Tigers haven't lost in a while. Minnesota against the Yankees. Minnesota 221, and that is 1. The Yankees 1242, and that is 5. The Yankees will beat the Twins. Pittsburgh and the Reds. We got these two tomorrow. Pirates 922, and that is 2. The Reds 764, that is 7. The Reds win the ball game, and and the Reds are right now back above 500. The Cubs and the Dodgers. The Cubs, an 842, and that is 4. The Dodgers with the left arm of God, 1524, and that is 4. They will tie. Cubs roll a 2, -1 is 1. Dodgers roll a 4, +2 is 6, and the left arm of God will get the victory. Braves and the Giants. Braves, 532, and that is 3. Giants, 635, and that is also 3. They will tie. Let's see here. Braves roll a 3. The Giants roll a 6, -2 is 4, and the Giants will win the ball game. Philadelphia and the Cardinals. Philadelphia, 826, and that is 3. The Cardinals, 10-12, and that is 1, and that'll be a win for the Phillies. That is your 10-minute ticker. If your team won today, congratulations. If they didn't, there's always tomorrow. And by the way, the Houston Astros and the New York Mets still have not lost the ball game this year. Tomorrow will be August 5th. We're going to Crosley Field as the Pittsburgh Pirates will take on the Cincinnati Reds. Tom Sturdivant will pitch for the Pirates, and Ken Hunt goes for the Reds tomorrow night at Crosley Field. A big matchup in the National League. Pirates, Reds, Sturdivant, Hunt. Be there or be square. But yeah, Brian, but they haven't lost the game either. They are still undefeated. Brian B., Doug Hunt, Dave Little, Clee baseball fan, DBIP, Steeler fan, Beatles eternally, baseball with the demos, Keith Turnus, and Woodman 564. Thank you all for joining me tonight. Please leave a like on your way out to the turnstiles. Subscribe if you've not done so, and make sure you hit the bell. Stay safe, stay healthy, stay smart, stay strong. We'll see you guys tomorrow night. An interesting game here, a pretty good one here at Cleveland Stadium. But it is the White Sox prevailing 12-10. Pitching took the night off. We'll see you guys tomorrow. Have a good night.